Hello and welcome to Music with Mason. My name is Mason Fall. I'm here joined with the punk rock band from the one and only the Quad Cities, the wonderful The Pivots.
What's up with life? Where did things get so strange? Pandemic effect got me going insane.
How are you guys doing today?
We're a little sick at the moment, but we're getting better. Luckily, no shows immediately coming up.
Right on.
Yeah, we're legitimately all sick right now. I'm just getting over it, and these guys are just getting started. So hopefully they got infected by somebody else, but they probably already blamed me, I think.
Well,
I'm powering through it.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys get better soon. But
Thank you.
you guys are pretty well known for your album Moved Left No, and you guys also recently played at the Hilltop Closet alongside Sleepyhead, Braver Than I, and Decapitation. So how was that concert? Just going to run that by. How was that concert?
That was
Ryan, you want to take that?
Yeah, Ryan.
It was great. I love that spot. Hilltop Closet's a cool little store and venue. Couple guys that I've known for a long time, going back to my days in the skate shop, BMX shop days. So it's just a fun little venue, and it was fun playing with Sleepyhead. Good seeing some kids that are like pushing things along and keeping things alive. Unfortunately, Decapitation didn't play. One of their members couldn't make it, but they had a little side project that played that was fun. And I think they said they wrote all the songs except for one that day, but it was a great turnout. Braver Than I was good. I don't know. I thought it was a great show.
All right.
That was the first time I had ever been to that venue, and I was really impressed, and I hope that we get to go back there soon. It's a cool spot.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with Joe. That was like a totally intimate spot, and like it felt like we were all just like a family, and it was together, like with Ryan said, some like new dudes, and we're like a little bit older dudes. So like to mesh that together was definitely cool, and I love that. I love that venue.
All right. So we're going to go back in time. How exactly did the band form? Like, just how did you guys all meet each other? How did the band, like, just you guys wanted to play music together? Like, how did it happen?
Well, like, basically, I learned guitar by meeting Ryan, but like Ryan's history, like, goes back like so far. Like, I just learned how to play with these dudes because I was friends with them, but like, they really, like, it was kind of almost like a joke because we were all like coworkers. But then, like, I knew these dudes were like musicians, man. It was always like a dream to, like, you know, do something like that. And then, like, really, like, those guys can like explain their backgrounds a little bit more, I think.
Well, I was thinking about this today, actually, and I think the reason we decided to get together is because we all knew that we were going to the Slayer Primus show, and I think that's how I figured out and first learned that Ryan used to play in a lot of bands, and I've played in bands for quite a while. So then we just decided we should do something together, and we just had the idea of punk because it was pretty simple and stripped down, and Curtis was just learning a new instrument, so it's a really good genre to kind of just play something simple.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for keeping it simple, man. I mean, good to me.
Pretty straightforward. Yeah, the punk music it kind of shows that you can kind of strip things down and still keep it exciting without getting too extravagant. I came from playing a lot of jam band stuff. Ryan played a lot of hardcore. So it's a little different for us, but it's a lot of fun.
All right. So for each of you, what is your background with music? Like, where did you guys learn to pick up a guitar or pick up an instrument and just start playing?
Ryan was like 8 years old. I know that, man. Like, what's up with that? This guy's like a prodigy, actually. What's up with? He's like 8 years old. Write his first song when he's like 12 or something, man. Like,
So, all right. So I was actually 9 years old, and ever since I can remember, I just wanted to play guitar and do like a band and just do the whole thing. So I started when I was real young, and I started taking lessons because at that age, it's pretty hard to teach yourself anyway. So I've just been playing for like 36 years or something. So I should be way better than I am, but I'd have to practice a lot more, and it's just tough when you're older anyway to put all that time in. So I mean, I've done different bands over time. Like they were saying, I did a hardcore band called King of Clubs for quite a while in the 2000s era that we did a pretty good amount of stuff with. So just when the opportunity to get together with these guys and jam out some songs came up, it was cool. I was definitely into it. What about you, Joe? How'd you get going?
I started when I was probably in 7th grade, playing with friends, learning Blink-182, Green Day songs, and then we got really into like Sublime, started playing reggae, and then we all moved out to Iowa City for school and got kind of into the jam band scene, Grateful Dead, Fish, that kind of stuff. So we've been playing for a long time. But this is a lot faster than that stuff. So we would play pretty long shows with my band Fire Sale that I played with, and those shows would go for an hour or two. So this is I can play faster, but for only about like a half hour because it gets pretty tiring. So a lot different kind of music.
Yeah, and then just to jump into Joe, like for sure, like after like for playing bass, like maybe I need to practice more. Like for sure, like after hitting them songs for like 2.5 minutes, like it is still is some like muscle fatigue going on, and like to like I'm like sometimes it's like I just want to give up actually, but I know my boys are like expecting me to like keep thumping on that bass, so like I keep putting it down, but like he said, like it's so fast that you can really only play for a certain amount of time.
It's really easy to get fatigued. You just got to get the muscle memory and just keep trying.
Right.
Yeah, right on. So for each of you, do you have any favorite bands at the moment? I know you've probably switched through it in the past, but for right now, do you have any favorite bands that you're listening to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. For me personally, like current or new bands anyway, there's a band called Homefront that's a cool like punk oi crossed with almost like 80s like new age or new wave synth stuff. They're super cool. Man, there's so much stuff. A band from New Jersey called Doc Rotten that does cool like punk rock stuff. There's so many. What about you guys?
Curtis.
Yeah. I want to throw out representation to a band. They're probably my favorite punk band out of Boston, and they're called Cinderblock. I love those dudes. I love that sound. I don't know them or anything, but like I just love that sound. I don't even know if they're doing anything anymore, but I know it's on YouTube. You guys want to check that out? It's like they got like a 12-minute one and a 24-minute one, just like talking on like Ryan was saying, like some smaller bands, you know. But like for like the influences is like definitely like Slayer, like from that background. Like I got to throw Slayer in there every time. And like I throw the Offspring for my more like inspiration band that we're in now, the Pivots.
Yeah.
Um, I I'm pretty bad at listening to new music. I always kind of just listen to the same thing over and over, like the Beatles, and I'm really into Primus. I could just listen to them forever. Um,
Yeah, for sure. Like the great bands, like the Beatles, the Grateful Dead, all that stuff too. You gotta throw that in.
but
Joe's like super big on the Beatles.
yeah. As far as this band goes, I listened to a lot of Green Day growing up. So Trey Cool, I'm the drummer of the band, and Trey Cool, his style and kind of like his motif to those Green Day songs. Um, that's what I practiced to a lot when I was first learning. I put on my headphones and play. It was right when American Idiot came out, so I was just like playing that album over and over. And then actually, when I went to school at University of Iowa, they did the American Idiot musical that was on Broadway, and I got to play drums for that show, so that was really cool.
Right on. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, everyone has their similar taste, and I mean, if you listen to one band and like that's your band, then that's your band, man. So, yeah, I gotta love Green Day. So, I have a few interesting questions for you guys. I noticed on one of your posts from 2 years ago, you posted something about Contender Fest. It was a it was, it was,
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
it was a mixture of punk and wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
What was it like? Like, what was the experience like? What was it exactly?
So there's a local wrestling promotion. I think XCW.
Yeah,
They-
Scott County
they-
Wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do a lot of local wrestling like around here anyway. So basically, what it was they set up like outside and on kind of like a courtyard, like beer garden type of area, and then they had the band set up inside anyway. So it would kind of be like one band would play, and then they would have wrestling matches, and it kind of switched back and forth between the two. But I thought it was super cool, and that like in-person wrestling is seriously like mind-blowing. Those dudes are like throwing themselves off the ring on the benches and chairs, and those dudes just have to get up and go to work on Monday too, just like the rest of us. It's incredible for sure.
I can't believe that was so long ago. It seems like that was more recent. But yeah, that was really cool. They had a band play, and then they'd do a match, and then they'd have a band play, and then go back out and do a match. It was set up pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds like a blast. So hopefully they do it again. So
That'd be great.
I have a question for Curtis and Ryan. Were you both a part of the U.S. Postal Service?
So
Okay,
actually,
Yeah. Go ahead.
you
Yeah.
can go. You can go ahead, Curtis.
Oh yeah, for sure. We all worked at the post office. Joe did too.
Oh, you
But
all did.
Ryan and I are still. Yeah, that's how we met.
Okay.
Joe worked there for like 5 or 6 years too. He just took an early retirement. That's all. Like
No, it was about like 3 years, not 5 years. I think I was CCA for a year and a half, regular for a year and a half.
Do you like working at the postal office?
Ryan, Curtis.
No. Everyone hates the post office, man. Like it's the worst job in the world, man. All we do is complain.
It was that moment of silence.
I think that's a lot of jobs.
But
That's why Joe quit.
oh, okay.
No, it's a good job, but every job has bad points to it, obviously. So, but
There are busy periods, and then it gets kind of slow. You guys just coming out of the holidays, I'm sure that was rough.
yeah, it's always bad, like from holidays till spring anyway. But and that's actually how the band basically formed. Like the name of the band is actually a postal reference. A pivot's like basically an extra chunk of work that you have to do, like when you have to go out and deliver more stuff that's not on your specific route. So basically, when you get a pivot, most people probably aren't very happy about it. So pretty much the pivot is like a bad thing unless you're crazy and want some overtime or something.
Yeah. So I have one question for each of you, and I want to know if it's true or not. So for Curtis, did you study general studies at Western Illinois?
Yeah. So I have a bachelor's degree actually in general studies at Western. It took me about 15 years to get. Basically, I got out of the Army in 2005 and joined the post office in 2006. But at the same time, I just kept plugging away, like one or two classes a semester. So, like, yeah, just being goal orientated like that is always something that I've been into. Yeah, for sure. That's my alma mater, man. Western Illinois University, Leathernecks. Let's go.
Go Bulldogs.
Go
Yeah.
Bulldogs.
I was actually looking into heading there after my 2 years here at Iowa Central, so that's probably my spot right after these 2 years here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a good degree.
So, Ryan, a year ago you went to California and Mexico for a trip, and I noticed in one of your photos you visited Universal Studios. Like, have you visited what was it like at Universal Studios? Like, what did you do there?
I mean, it's a decent theme park anyway. We actually did. We went on Halloween, so we did just the regular stuff. So they got, they've got like the Simpsons world, and they've got like the Harry Potter world, and they've got that new like Mario world, which is super sick. But then we try to go back for the horror stuff, where they basically just do like haunted house type of things, but it's all themed like Stranger Things or different sorts of haunted houses anyway. But it was so packed that we only got to do a couple of them before we just took off. But it's a decent spot, like theme park wise.
Yeah, I think I visited there once when I was little, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a great vacation spot. So
yeah, it was.
So for Joe, do you own a dog?
Sure.
What kind of dog is it?
I don't know if I'd say I own him, but we are companions.
So
Your dog's his companion, man. You don't own that dog.
That's true. My bad. I phrased that wrong. I phrased that wrong.
Yeah.
I have 2 companion dogs at home, so I miss them. We don't own dogs. We have them as companions.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what kind of
I'm
dog
a
is
dog
it?
dad.
What kind of dog is
He
it?
is a corgi named Gray.
I had a feeling it was a corgi. I just had no clue.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Named Gray, 3 years old. He's pretty loud. He has his witching hour, maybe 2 of them, 1 in the morning. He gets us up every morning at 6 a.m. And then when we get home at around 5, he's got another crazy hour in him. But he's a good boy. We love him.
That's how good dogs are, man. They just get crazy at the middle of the night when you're not in the mood. But so did the band get into the Quad Cities Times like news website or the paper?
Oh yeah. We got that clipping, man. They ran a whole story on us. We did a show with another coworker actually, Zach. He actually transferred to Dallas, Texas about a year ago. But before he left, he did a one-man show, a play. I mean, it's about an hour and a half full-length show called Harry Clark. And we supported him with that. Our union paid for the whole venue, and everyone at work was able to come for free. and we promoted it through the newspaper, and yeah, it was pretty legit actually.
Nice. So I know you guys have mostly stuck with the Quad Cities area when you go play at venues, but do you have a favorite spot that you've played at? Just for each of you, do you have a personal favorite spot you've played at so far?
We've only played a few venues so far. So far, we've kind of just accidentally been by request only when people ask us to play on their show. It's kind of been a hobby that's turned into actually getting out there and producing an album. So I'd say our first show was played at the Village Theater, the Village of East Davenport. That was a lot of fun. It's a nice, kind of seems like a DIY venue, but also kind of got a theater feel to it. What do you think, Ryan?
I mean, I probably have two, like one, like Skylark for the actual sound. Like they've got a good sound system and everything just sounds great through there. But for actual like the venue that's the most fun, I would definitely say the Hilltop Closet venue, just because it's so small and intimate anyway. So it's between the two. You get the production of Skylark, which is cool, but just the DIY feel of Hilltop Closet is cool.
Hey Ryan, are those drums at Skylark, are those like permanently there? Or like those drums, like you just pay for the venue and like you get to use those?
No, I think people bring them in.
Okay, but yeah, the sound at Skylark is legit, man. Like for sure, that is like such a good setup.
You know,
but yeah, Hilltop is definitely intimate, and I got to throw something else in there too that we played that like was a really big show where I think like 500, 600 people came. Was like Stompbox Brewery was like, that was a pretty legit outside show in the summer.
You know, it's
but
fun,
I mean they only do like one show a year though for like their anniversary, so it's not really a venue. But I want to throw that one in there too. That was like kind of a memorable one.
You know, it's funny. Now that you mentioned the sound system at Skylark, my mom's boyfriend works there every once in a while on the sound system. Like he's a sound engineer, so it's kind of
nice.
But yeah, I've been there a few times. I'm a Quad City boy, by the way, if you haven't known that.
Yeah, you're from Bettendorf, or
yeah, yeah, go Bulldogs.
Okay,
so,
nice.
But yeah, totally love the Skylark, great place. So I got a bit of an interesting question for each of you. So if you could have one final meal before you pass, what would it be?
I just blew my mind. Serious questions on the podcast.
Deep dive.
I'm just delaying why I think, man. That's why I'm talking right now.
Yeah.
I just been talking. You guys have a chance. Yeah, okay.
So it's hard for me to like think of what sounds good.
I mean, I can throw some stuff out there.
Yeah.
I can eat a pretty giant meal, so I'm gonna throw a bunch of things out there. I definitely have some pizza, probably something from Low Pies. Shout those guys out.
Low Pies.
Are you sponsored by them?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Probably. Well, probably gotta have like a burrito or something.
Yeah, dude, that was mine. That was mine, man. Like the burrito from Rancheritas, you know.
Maybe, I don't know, some ice cream or something. Get some Whiteys.
Dude, you really thought this out, man. Like you went down the execution path, bro. Like you got to finish it up with some ice cream. I agree with that, man.
You gotta love Whiteys.
There'll probably be some other stuff in there, but I'll stick with those anyway. So,
and a cigarette, and a cigarette, man. Put the cigarette on the end too.
You can't smoke a cigarette being straight edge.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'll say something from Lunardi's. Have you ever been there? The Italian restaurant
Lunardi's. It sounds
over by the mall.
It sounds familiar. I think I've been there once, but it's been a while.
Okay,
that's a good call, Joe. Anything I want to be Italian with garlic.
So that's my choice.
Okay. So
okay, my choice. Who am I getting sponsored by? Hey, anybody out there, man? I like everything. Hey, I'm open.
Just come on down. Just bring me some food.
Yeah, bring me some food, man. I'm hungry.
But yeah. So we're going down to the last few questions here, guys. For the second to last one right here, what is the future looking like for the Pivots? Are we going to be seeing more concerts, another album, maybe some singles? Like, what are we seeing?
We're definitely working on songs. We've got new stuff that we haven't recorded, and we've got stuff like in the oven right now that we're working on. We've got a new song about streaking called the Davenport Dangler. For shows, we're just kind of taking shows as they come anyway. So we're maybe working on something with another guy that works at the post office. He has a band called Strange News. They're like a kind of like a 70s rock band, and they kind of got together off of another band that they used to have, and they're just going. They actually have a show coming up this weekend. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. You guys got any plans?
Well, let's get those songs recorded. We've done the one EP, and I think we're getting ready to probably just do another EP. We've got another 5 or so songs that we could get down. We've had those for a while. But yeah, we don't have any shows planned at the moment. They kind of come and go as shows come up and we get requests. So hopefully we'll get something soon, especially with Strange News. So keep an eye out for that.
Oh yeah, so that Strange News show, that's Saturday at the Raccoon Motel, if anyone's interested.
Oh,
and then also I got to plug. Yeah. And then I'm going to plug Ryan's other band too, Concrete Sleep. And they're doing a show. Ryan, when they doing a show? When you guys doing a show?
February 9th at the Raccoon Motel. So if you like some heavier stuff, that's a good one.
Hashtag new interview, but well, I gotta love the Raccoon Motel. Definitely one of the greatest spots in the Quad Cities and in Iowa history. So you gotta love it. Wait, maybe I'm thinking of it wrong.
Well, we haven't gotten to play there yet, so I don't know if it's the greatest spot. But
I mean,
we got booked there, but it got canceled because of COVID.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
But yeah, gotta love the Raccoon Motel. So we have one final question here, guys. I didn't realize how fast this interview went, but oh man, we're already almost at half an hour. But what would you tell the young and aspiring musicians who really need the courage to just push forward and just get on stage and play?
Well, I think you said it right there. You just got to get on stage and do it, because I learned by just doing it. You book the shows, and then when you have a deadline, that will give you the motivation to learn the songs, get the set together, get prepared, and then by getting up there and doing it, that's where the experience comes from.
Man, set some goals for yourself. Only deal with people you can trust, man. Like that's probably the key right there. Like if people tell the truth, and then those are the people you want to be around, man. If people are positive, those are the people you want to be around. And look for that. If it's missing, then you probably got to move on. And at the same time, like if you fail, that's great, because the failure is going to teach you more than any success will ever teach you in life. To make yourself, pull yourself up from the bottom and bring yourself to the top, that is where the lessons are learned. I mean, that's what I would tell some young person, whether it's in music or in life.
Yeah, I agree. Any final any words from Curtis? No, wait, from
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. Man, I'm bad with names.
No, I mean, I would just say to get up there and just go do it. You know, if you find some like-minded people that kind of have somewhat of the same vision and direction. I mean, everybody's going to bring something different, but try to find the people that you kind of gel with and start something, and don't worry about everything having to be perfect and, you know, nailing every single part of the song. Like, everybody gets up and makes mistakes and plays wrong notes and forgets words and all that stuff. That's just part of performing, and that's what makes live music actually fun and interesting anyway. If everything was all polished, it would just be boring. So you just gotta put all the fears aside and just throw yourself up there and do it.
Yeah, I
Are you
totally
sponsored
agree.
by Nike?
Definitely not.
But yeah, I think that is going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much for being on my show.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks for having us.
We'll definitely be in touch. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thanks.
And that will wrap it up for today's episode of Music with Mason. If you enjoyed this, please consider sharing this wonderful, wonderful YouTube channel with all your friends and family out there. We have reached over 100 subs on the channel, and I will be posting a wonderful celebrating video for you guys soon. More things are in the works for this channel. This isn't just going to be another interview spot where I only interview bands. I know a lot of my past channels, I only focus on one thing, but I'm trying to mix in a few new things here on this channel so you guys can, you know, see more and experience more and just rock out with me. But again, thank you guys so much for watching with me. Always make sure you hit the subscribe button and always like this video, because more are coming. There's more coming in the future, and I want you to be there when it comes. So we'll see you guys next time.